point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.
Yes, family, welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. Just like any other day, we know they're done with Komon-Tok there. Sometimes you don't know how for starts. It appears as if each and every day where we come on social media, the news, the events there, the underhand things that when they take place at the country salon, believe me, you need for the worry about your country. We are gradually losing our country. If things can continue like how then they continue so, probably in the next 5 years, we not will get any country where we be no way FIBA like salon. I get a reason. As soon as they see now the title, the government of President Bio don't open a new front in money laundering business in the country. Now, this time a complex and not so everybody know what's in money laundering. That makes today patient that you can learn if you ever know what's in money laundering. And if you don't know and you want to refresh, you have an opportunity today for you can learn what's in money laundering. And how then they do it? Why governments they go even that point there with a candy? And we go also look at government don't increase fuel. As we know, many times we don't talk on fuel are the basic commodity where any government never play with. Because once you charge fuel, you don't charge everywhere. So this one interpreted as if more problems, more difficulties, more burden for the people of Salone. Now the government says that then puts a press release, we go put her. And we'll not be on waste time on this particular presidential address na parliament of the second session of the Sixth Republic, because we all know say not just a waste of time. There is nothing serious there, because we see the same parliament back there. We all know what's going to take place. All the bogus promises, the Lunge Bridge, year in, year after, year in, year after. Every year they come, they don't get 1 billion, they don't come with time, they just wait, but now the new slogan, 800 million. When on that side, they no more will catch few. Though we also see the government right now, they pass celebrate Ura, Parantarawali, and they jubilate for her. Can you imagine? So I tell you, say, we are gradually losing our country. If our whole government, they celebrate a criminal like Parantarawali, he been in a parliament in as clerk. And not just put on the, not just can go there. Then they celebrate them through the communication director. Then they celebrate and then they welcome them back. You're unbelievable. Eh? Not a joke. It's real. And we go church on international news for how we make sense of what's in the going on the country. As soon as no one they follow international news, Bangladesh, the prime minister don't run away because in people rise against them. He don't run away. He don't resign. He don't run away. The army don't take over. We go also church something domestically now the UK now, where Townsend then they're on fire. Then they fight riot. Why? Because the sentiment of even for say then they encourage immigrants or refugees, it don't reduce to the barest minimum. So each and every country, una get for all una yon do una yon fight on people, una left selfishness and wickedness for the thief money counter inside there. All this and more, as soon as see, we really jam packed with huge resources for that today. If you just join me for the first time, We want for use this opportunity for welcoming our Komon-Tok community with a different sign now, with a TPP on our YouTube. Perhaps also you see this for the first time. Or for joining we super easy. Click the subscribe button and turn the notification bell. Each time we come live, we go definitely send you an alert. We also did na Facebook. We name now Facebook now Komon-Tok Talking Point platform. Again, kindly like and follow us with a X, formerly Twitter, with the name Komon-Tok, with the TikTok Komon-Tok, and as well as Instagram Komon-Tok. Me now, Mr. Komon-Tok, and today na the 6th of July, August, Abiango Biene 2024. They can't just now for come for them things here. Better one, but they can't. Very interesting program for it today.
Just one platform for news every day now we country alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit.
All right, straight to the point. Fumble, not all time we can get the opportunity for can get the educative programs in there. Today, I want to sit down if you begin in a school or if you have, they struggle about this world, money laundering, about shell company, about oligarchs. This is not the program today where they can take with time, explain unto you. We join in salon, let we don't understand. We people in the street, we people and they really struggle. They know what's in they go home. Fumble, what I give can unpack for you, so what I give can explain for you. If you ponder on that, you think carefully, you don't know say we are gradually losing our country to rogue thugs, to bad elements because of the blessing of a bad politicians. Do yourself a favor, do me a favor, do me a favor, please share this content far and wide. Let the last man at the last village get up. Why? Because these are very rare. I put on very rare programs where you go get on social media. So consider that. Please, we really have a power. All right. Now, let's start first. With a cam, when we don't get this source for quite some time. But I'll put a notable face when himself raised this issue when Thomas Dixon. This is one of the respected journalists in the country where don't suffer so much in terms of harassment, in terms of intimidation, because he did do in job. He puts one post. Let me go first. Let me share this post. All right. Now, if you see in post now Twitter, let me share. Let me see. This is not the post this way puts. Now let me let people and see this other side. Right. Now, Tom Dixon said Sierra Leone's mineral wealth fund to be controlled by former personnel assistant of Russian oligarch Usmanov, who is facing global restrictions in the person of Igor Sabaran. Global business analysts have unpacked the interesting connection of the proposed Sierra Leone mineral wealth fund to money laundering scam for Usmanov, which being pushed by the NPRC junta strongman Khalifa Kagbo, who is also a friend of President Bio. Khalifa Kagbo recently wanted to take state-owned telecoms company Seatel, which is in coma with some Nigerian mafias, but the deal collapsed. The Usmanov will not have his money into a country like Sierra Leone without his man, Igor Sibaron, on top of situation. When asked about the connection of Igor Sibaron with the Russian oligarch Usmanov, finance minister said he does not know about that, insisting that a due diligence was done on Igor. All right. I must say, by just reading this, plenty people they understand what in this really they talk about. People there who are patient and la a break and done for now. Simple, don't understand. You know, the government come up with a scam for say, then they set a mineral wealth fund for the people of Salone. Now, one of the people that would identify now Ego. Now, Ego, this man, they work with a Russian oligarch. Now, again, another big term. What's in this Russian oligarch? All right, before I can explain unto you better one, why we don't go out for you a video for Lacey, because some people then they learn by watching videos, some people they learn when you talk. So that I make with a blend both. So at the end of the day, the education will become rich. Now we show now what's in an oligarch. Don't we they come back into the money laundering? Don't we they tell you what's in this government they can do? We can see clearly with the naked denial. All right. Now we they go quickly on the what in oligarch. Let's share the oligarch side, and then we continue with the program. All right. Okay, I think. All right, so let's share the oligarch. Quick one. All right, listen.
Oligarch has recently been in the headlines.
4 Russian oligarchs, all with direct ties to either the Kremlin or
put sanctions on the Russian banks and Russian oligarchs.
The powerful Russian oligarch. Russian oligarchs.
Russian oligarch.
Russian oligarch.
But what exactly is an oligarch? An oligarch is not just someone who's rich. It's also a person with political ties and influence. How did these Russian oligarchs get their influence? To answer that, we need to look at how oligarchs arose. The Soviet Union first allowed private entrepreneurship in the 1980s. Before that, all businesses were controlled by the state. When the government began permitting private business ventures, it also determined who would control them. For example, Roman Abramovich, then an ambitious teenager, was able to get permission to run a children's toy manufacturer. When the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, Russian President Boris Yeltsin wanted to rapidly transform the country into a market economy. To privatize businesses, the government issued privatization checks to citizens. Those checks could be traded or sold. Wealthy citizens bought up the checks of ordinary Russians and used them to buy stock in newly private companies. The new business leaders, or oligarchs, tended to be former Soviet insiders, as well as those working in the black market, the ambitious and well-connected. By 1994, 15,000 state-run businesses had become private, and the oligarchs quickly accumulated massive wealth. In 1995, the Russian government was running short of money and asked the richest oligarchs for billions of dollars in loans. In exchange, the government gave the oligarchs large stakes in lucrative businesses that had not yet been privatized. Many of the industries were undervalued by the government, helping the oligarchs to amass a greater fortune. For example, Abramovich paid $250 million for a large stake in the oil company Sibneft. He sold it back to the Russian government a decade later for $13 billion, according to a BBC investigation. As part of the government deals, the oligarchs were expected to help the political elites to stay in power. They used their control of the media, banks, and other industries to ensure Yeltsin was re-elected. When Yeltsin was ready to step down, the oligarchs also helped him pick Vladimir Putin to be his successor. After Putin came to office, he shifted the balance of power among the oligarchs. Friends from his former KGB days benefited, and those who criticized him were investigated. Some, including Mikhail Khodorkovsky, then Russia's richest man, were put in jail. Those who stayed loyal, like Abramovich, were able to keep their wealth. When Western nations imposed sanctions on Russia over its invasion of Ukraine, oligarchs were an obvious target. Western nations seized their overseas assets. Abramovich put the Chelsea Football Club up for sale ahead of sanctions by Britain. The oligarch will likely not get the proceeds. It's not yet clear how much.
All right, so fumble, I know say, like I say, some people and then they learn by watching videos, some by where you explain. Like I explain to you what you just watched too. When the Soviet Union be broke, be scattered, Soviet Union will be different countries that they come together. Then the Union lose. about 15 countries come out of Soviet Union. You get the Latvia, the Moldova, the Ukraine, and the Estonia, and others. Now, the government at that time, where we just left Russia, the Russian Federation, then begin sell their assets there, sell them to friends and family with a cheaper rate. Now, them people there, they also involved in kind of corruption, very, very strong corruption, according to their own level. Now, what can happen when them people that don't buy them here, then become so rich and powerful that the West begins to see them as, and they begin frown at them, particularly when this war broke out in Ukraine. When the war broke out in Ukraine, they become very difficult for make them continue for do them business, because they be all over the world, they buy businesses there. They buy property. For example, Abramovich buy Chelsea, and I be the owner of Chelsea. Now, then they struggle for get side for even pass the money through, because right now Russia don't become the most sanctioned country ever. Tradina be North Korea, but sanction Russia don't take up. So then people, and they look for way now how they go pass through money, how they go launder the money, how they go use that. There comes Sierra Leone. You see, and this is also one thing we for benefits the people of Salon. I'm sorry, the government of Salon. Now, what's in them when I put this particular argument, the minister denied. Follow we read what's in the Minister of Finance say when they asked about this. The Sierra Leone Minister of Finance, Sheku, has stated that the mining companies that are existing in the country in Sierra Leone are not best, are not even in the class A of mining companies globally. Finance Minister was making a case for the company that government of Sierra Leone has created and managed a mineral wealth fund that many in the sector are criticized. The minister said that the country is benefiting a little above 2% from mining revenues, pointing out that some of these mining companies even cook their book to avoid paying. He revealed that they are determined for governments to become an active player in the sector based on the geographical survey, which they both from National Mineral Agency or NMA, pointing out that they will start company with the Tonko Lily North as they are already entered into an agreement with the Chinese company, China Railway. Many people have described the fund that will be managed by the Russian mafia, Ego, Sibirold, as a state capture, because in their words, no serious company will put a dime on a mining company based on geographical survey. Now, that book, this let people understand. So what can these governments they do, Fambule? God, we are losing our country slowly. This mineral fund what they want set up now for help. You remember when the Minister of Foreign Affairs go visit now Russia? Not so. This now it could be one of the secret deal they wouldn't go arrange. Now this guy would then call Usmanov, now one of the oligarchs. Now make a show you oligarch. The oligarch they are powerful people in Russia, where they not only get money, they also get influence, and then people are then they on every sanction for move the money across the world. So Salon, we know they're on sanction, but so this way it will be easier for them for pass the money through here, and also it will help Madabio and regime for hide money within the thief. Now, that puts for you what they mean by the money laundering. Now we come on that side, let you understand clearly. Again, now we go into the video formats. Leona just know, I repeat, we are gradually losing our country, slowly in the hands of rogue criminal politicians in the country. We know mean. How you go? They can't check a little bit on this Ego guy. We do a little bit of research about this guy. If you see the guy wouldn't say they can't manage the meaning of wealth now country, you go no say something fishy. Again, now let we share first. Let we now listen carefully what's in our money laundering and how this fits into this context. Let we come, let we share, and we can explain that to ourselves small.
In 2016, 11.5 million files were leaked from Mossack Fonseca, the world's fourth largest offshore law firm. These were called the Panama Papers. Hundreds of thousands of offshore entities and shell companies connected to over 200 countries and territories appear in the papers. Prominent world leaders, politicians, business people, and the super wealthy were exposed to have been using offshore accounts for tax avoidance and other purposes. So, why should you care? Every year, about $70 billion that the US could be using for infrastructure, law enforcement, healthcare, or education is missing. It's hidden deep within shell companies and anonymous entities in places like the British Virgin Islands. Now let's back up. What exactly is a shell company anyway?
Setting up a shell company is really quite easy. You can go to a place like Panama or the British Virgin Islands or Delaware or Nevada, and usually the places where you're doing it have tough laws where they will not reveal sort of who the beneficial owner is, and they just sort of layer on different aspects of anonymity. So for example, you could have fake directors where you pay a little bit extra and someone pretends to be the public face of this company.
All right. Okay. I think we put the video a little bit earlier than we actually want to put. But nevertheless, we will explain to you how this same connects into this program. The shell company, where they about shell company. That's not just a way. Now a group of this again we go say now a network of powerful, influential people where get connections in, where they help oligarchs, where they help criminals. They not only help oligarchs and they help corrupt politicians across. Panama people, not so. Now, when you thief money, you not get signed for keeper. One, what they do, they come meet this shell company. This shell company, then they create for you a fake company. This fake company, now then the controller, you never know the day, but you be rest assured your money safe. So what then they do now? Then they buy things in real estate. Then they buy maybe casino. Then maybe then they invest in other things. Then maybe then they invest in mining. Then they buy gold, diamond there. Why? These are the one way they save their money there. They can even buy apartments there. And the sense then they run them theory. They seem as if to say they go. It is similar to say illegit, but not legit. And even if you check the presence of the company, the company not real, even exist. But this is not just one way for help corrupt politicians for keep their money. And one of them, again, at the talk, the oligarchs in Nigeria. The oligarchs in Russia. And one of these oligarchs, one kind of salon with the help of government for making them can continue for do their job there. Now, this again, it's tied to the same thing we'll talk about the money laundering side of it. Now, let me connect the money laundering, let you see exactly how they operate, and then we can explain it to you again a bit further than this. This is really serious for our country. As I said, we are losing our country slowly and slowly, but we get for fight back.
As one of the most notorious gangsters in history, Al Capone presided over a vast and profitable empire of organized crime. But when he was finally put on trial, the most he could be convicted of was tax evasion. The nearly $100 million a year, that's 1.4 billion in today's currency, that Capone had earned from illegal gambling, bootlegging, brothels, and extortion would have served as evidence of his crimes. But the money was nowhere to be found. Capone and his associates had hidden it through investments in various businesses whose ultimate ownership couldn't be proven, like cash-only laundromats. In fact, those laundromats are part of the reason for the name of this activity, money laundering. Money laundering came to be the term for any process that cleans illegally obtained funds of their dirty criminal origins, allowing them to be used within the legal economy. But Capone wasn't the first to launder money. In fact, this practice is about as old as money itself. Merchants hid their riches from tax collectors, and pirates sought to sell their bounty without drawing attention to how they got it. With the recent arrival of virtual currencies, offshore banking, the dark net, and global markets, schemes have become much more complex. Although modern money laundering methods vary greatly, most share three basic steps: placement, layering, and integration. Placement is where illegally obtained money is converted into assets that seem legitimate. That's often done by depositing funds into a bank account registered to an anonymous corporation or a professional middleman. This step is where criminals are often most vulnerable to detection, since they introduce massive wealth into the financial system seemingly out of nowhere. The second step, layering, involves using multiple transactions to further distance the funds from their origin. This can take the form of transfers between multiple accounts or the purchase of tradable property like expensive cars, artwork, and real estate. Casinos, where large sums of money change hands every second, are also popular venues for layering. A money launderer may have their gambling balance made available at a casino chain's locations in other countries or work with employees to rig games. The last step, integration, allows clean money to re-enter the mainstream economy and to benefit the original criminal. They might invest it into a legal business, claim payment by producing fake invoices, or even start a bogus charity, placing themselves on the board of directors with an exorbitant salary. Money laundering itself wasn't officially recognized as a federal crime in the United States until 1986. Before that point, the government needed to prosecute a related crime, like tax evasion. From 1986 on, they could confiscate wealth simply by demonstrating that concealment had occurred, which had a positive effect on prosecuting major criminal operations like drug traffickers. However, the legal shift has raised concerns involving privacy and government surveillance. Today, the United Nations, national governments, and various non-profits fight against money laundering, yet the practice continues to play a major role in global crime. And the most high-profile instances of money laundering have involved not just private individuals, but major financial institutions and government officials. No one knows for sure the total amount of money that's laundered on a yearly basis, but some organizations estimate it to be in the hundreds of billions of dollars.
All right. So, Fumble, una don't get the concept clearly. How the connection where Usmanov they try for Duna Saloon, because some of their money they can't bank it, they can't bring it to the mainstream in terms of talk about the Western bank. By using Saloon, for example, in this circumstance, this is not a simple way for hide the money by using a proxy. Now, so that they do a proxy. We don't know this proxy. Now, Igor. Now, I check for Igor. Let me share back. Let me show now this guy where government of Salon one can manage the headphone. Let me go back. We do a little bit of research about this guy. All right. Now, if you check now, now linking, if you check now linking, this is now the guy this, now in this. You see? Now the guy this. Enough floppy eye, but because yeah, my good God, I don't know where they gone. Absolutely, I don't know where they gone. This now the guy this now the guy this. I don't know if not this year, no. I don't know if not this year. Not this year. All right, okay. I think we need this year. Okay, let's share back. All right, now the guy this. This now the guy this Igor Silbirod. Now the guide is where the government of Salon one give the power for can manage the mineral fund, wealth fund. Now you ask yourself why this guy? In fact, I will check the entire followers of this guy. Let me check. I look the entire followers of this guy. Almost guys there. So look about the guy advancing this now and I profile this. I think followers, you get activity 200, 70 725 followers now it gets. Now let me see what's in post. It say in 2022, 435 tons of African gold we have smuggled out, valued at approximately 32.87 billion. At today's gold price is 2,250 per trounce ounce. If 5 to 15% of this value remain in the country, it will significantly impact local communities' economies each year. How can governments address and stop this illegal practice to ensure sustainable development and fair wealth distribution? Your thoughts and insights are welcome. Ask yourself, how somebody could go so interested, a foreigner, how could this man so interested for can benefit salon? Think about that. Now we learn for you see, these guys are con man. Some of these guys are con man. You see the guy with the link out. Now, Russian oligarch, then get them bobo the way they use. They're not going to ever settle for, they're not going to open a branch or invest in mining or do anything with that or not get a trusted ally. In fact, apart from using the shell company, we will explain you what's in a shell company. A company will not exist, they only exist on paper, where they help for hide criminal money, but the money they benefit, they still exist for plenty. Kenyatta, the ex-president of Kenya, said they name up one of them papers and they Panama papers and they were not part of the shell companies there. So when I see what they can salon the Russian oligarchs now, then they use them, but now can salon can create false companies there for make sure so they can pass the money for benefits there in the form of money laundering. This can for be two benefit. It can for be two-way. It can for be reciprocal. In other words, the government also get for benefits because the money what they sell the thief, where they no one go put na Western Bank, then go put this money now this guy in account will go to Russia. I don't know if now they get the points. Now two-way get for benefits. So this mineral fund, what they say they create, it's a sham. You know, got no benefits for salon people. Like, how could this guy, a foreigner, tied to an oligarch, where we know say they not got no interest in helping everybody they can sell, just like what we left for country, so Canada. We first primary intention of waiting for benefits we save. Now for bills now country, now for do whatever thing for improve the standard of living. Now the watchword. So then Gaia na command. Then Gaia na mafia. What I tell you about them, let just pause a little bit here. Let just rewind. I don't just say because I want to say. I live now Ukraine. I don't go Russia several times. And I tell you, say Ukraine and Russia more or less now one people. Ukraine also gets oligarchs, the same as where Russia gets. And I can tell you when they talk about, well, I'll watch also. Let's see if you may name another around. All right. The oligarchs there now Ukraine, themselves don't fear the corruption so much that literally you can get anything and everything under their own power, their influence. That's how they control the government at that side. Just like all the oligarchs, the only difference now Ukraine, the president's not too powerful. Unlike able put it under control. Unlike in Russia, where the we able put all the oligarchs under in full control. So these guys, some of them really, I mean, then can do anything and everything for money. When I talk about anything and everything for money, the typical Ukrainian, the real one there, we really get that heart. You get money for do anything you do. Life or nothing. If you want that eat for you somebody, how they are do they just ask for the money. No, just tell us say that the money. If you call in price, you pay that deal, they consider it's done. So I know say these people are not getting no clean intention for Kahebui, not to help the Kahebui, rather than help the Kahebui now road in the cafe. This is how we country they go. It reduce day upon day. You know, family, we give a work one day, we no know again who's we there as a country. One are some of the secret deal there where Mother Bio don't do. We get for expose anyway. We get for expose one of them. The next program we do they do a sort of journalogy. Would I can show you, if I show you a document where perhaps now you go force here, what thing we get as salon people, you go fit say something na film, you know, go and believe what thing we get. We mineral resources. The document where Mother Bio they use for worker across the world for go show. Go make deal then, secret deal. Anyway, that left down there, now they go be part 2. On that very day, we go definitely bring a canto now. We go put for you a document where a unique document. You go do your screenshot, keep them for yourself. That document don't tell you, say, we not got no business with anything what they call poverty. That document don't tell you, say, nobody not in a salon forever poor, and an authentic document. And I'm telling you, the official document where the government know better. They know. Who get for computer, they say they will know. Nobody not get for challenger. Except out of ignorance, they not get for challenger. So with that kind of documents, they will get for compute. Maybe I'm not gonna know when we will finish for producer. Maybe go be tomorrow. But I'll come back to the topic better. Money laundering. The government indirectly, then they come as always for can like say they can support, they can help the people there, but then get some deals behind closed door with other foreign powers and for help the NSF out themselves for hide and loot. Because if you hide your money right now, the Western world, for power left you not go get again. The possibility for let you get all a very slim. You will get a percentage of maybe they get for investigate you. Maybe the governments go can request for that money there. So they look for friend. Whilst the Russian oligarchs say they don't tight the internationally, then they fend way back at least out the money for calm at the center, the main financial system will go benefits them. That I make a count for you what is money laundering. We show you how it operates. We also show you how shell company they operate. For the first time, plenty of people don't know what's in a shell company and also what's in an oligarch. Fambu, we will keep an eye. We will keep you posted on this very, very issue as how we get the information. Now we tap that side for tonight. We could tap us so they can get other thing to discuss. All right, another thing where you will probably see today where it go shock you. Fear don't go up. Fear don't go up. Yes, fear don't go up. Not to this our government and put yesterday. Fear don't go up. Now, what do they do? Instead of them just put on for the people and make them understand, say fear don't go up, then put complicated jargon, mix up. Then mix up. I'm not able to read them for yourself. I'm not able to read them. You know why? Because it not just makes sense. If you want to do a screenshot, do a screenshot. You go see how they technically use jargon, numbers, and for the high actual thing. But for cut and short for you, because time not go there for reader, now waiting, fear don't go up. But if fear don't go up, you go want to remember this person where na Ben Kaifala. Listen to what he be say back.
Since independence to date, the Sierra Leonean has had a life that is less than what we would desire. We wake up in the morning worrying about the basic things that the rest of the world has forgotten. We worry about electricity, we worry about water supply, we worry about food, we even worry about security. Successive governments have failed us. This is the time for the Sierra Leonean to refuse to accept less and request more. We have to show our leaders that poverty is not a way of life. It is something which is man-made, and men all over the world have fought to change it. In Sierra Leone, it seems things cannot get better. Why? Why do people vote governments? Governments are voted to make the lives of their people better. If they cannot make their lives better, then that is a failure of social contract. And when there is a failure of social contract, the counterparties, in this case, who are the people, need to demand from the governments that what is done is not what was agreed. We have to stand up for what we believe in. We cannot accept this way of life. We have to reject it. In recent times, the economy has been destroyed. Inflation is galloping. The dollar has moved from 4,300 yuans in 2013 to 7,300 yuans in 2016. Inflation is something around 12.5%. Few days ago, even fuel, which underscores the basic movement of people to engage in economic activity, has moved from 3,750 yuans to 6,000 yuans. Why? How do they expect people to live?
Even fear, which underscores the basic movements of people, look at. You see, we lose the country gradually, slowly, with the hands of them Gaia. Particularly when people they go team up with other foreign entities there now. They not only punish the people and they also find way for damage with repetition. Because let me just, I think what we could do before we plan, I think if I'm for that, just put them 3 terms there, then what's there. Let people and just get some clearly when we talk about the money laundering, it into 3 phases. How this thing happen? You get the placements, where they can put on a salon so they can create a company. You get the layering in the sense of sort of like buy something with the maybe with the government or do certain things and where at least go just generate activities. And the last one, reintegration, where they will take account and at the middle, the mainstream. Now that's exactly for can take place as alone. And the layman not even understand this. So reputation don't they at stake if this thing go through, and perhaps that then they continue again for punish people. But if the fear where there's a be they complain, they're not able to control, what more could they tell us? What more? All right, forget about this. Now we see another thing where provocative. This is now one of the provoking way they do today. This is a provocation where they say to the highest level, right? This is now a provocation. This is now a provocation. This now what's in now a provocation. This now a provocation. A parental where everybody gonna be a minute. Parental where everybody see naked God come up here now. Not to say na person now God says come up here now. A sack when you get a power they will parliament is sack good number of employees there. More than 2 of them die according to AKK. 2 of them die. In wealth, billions and billions of leons. They're found in wealth guilty, and we know. I like you need for be professor. You get what's called aiding and abetting. Anybody will help crime, misprision of treason. This particular treason they go so then get misprision of treason. That's where you not talk na crime. This now they don't want to just be when you not talk na crime. Aiding and abetting a crime, misprision of treason a crime in the force. You know, so somebody want to commit crime. Let's say cool, you not talk, or you crime, you not talk. This man, he gets in work for 3 good years. Parent gets in work for 3 good years. In a thief Solomon, he is the clerk of parliament, the administrative head. Now in the process, the payment. Don't guess what? They celebrate her. Then they celebrate her. You see, I tell you, say we lose the country gradually, slowly. Shamefully today, you don't have parliament. But now by force, you don't get integrity. So that I make when Mother Bio they talk about integrity today, God get patience. God get patience. Mother Bio sit down back. They talk about integrity, na parliament, people and for being can you imagine? It's just mocking the people, not just mockery. Not just mockery. Now, Mike Brewer, just so you know, Mike Brewer, Naina waiting, Naina the director, one of the director, State House Communication Director, see, and they celebrate him back. Then they celebrate him. They say, Honorable Paran Umar Tawali made a grand entrance. You know what I mean by grand? What is it? Grand entrance. See? This, I don't know. Whilst we get people like Lara Taylor Pierce, a respectable lady, then they succumb to ridicule. Then they punish her unnecessary. Yeah, there is God, just like that. Jonathan Wef, we be the talk. There is a God, there is God, there is God. Lara Taylor Pierce, where plenty people in the vouch say now one of the best public servants. Una pula, una saka, una gang case, una disgrace right now, una they can't take them back na SSC, whilst criminal like Paran Tagawali, una the celebrator. Una the celebrator. You see, the problem I get about Mada Bio, I don't talk many times. This guy, he owe the people of Sierra Leone apology. Serious apology. We have made one of the biggest mistake now we lifetime as Sierra Leonean. I can't tell you that mistake there. But I just connect you why the problem I get but Madabio. Madabio sit down, he get the bold man say anybody where you appoint I like a thief. You know they call him thief man. Not to me say, oh, listen, Madabio.
And would you say the current fight against corruption has minimized corruption in your administration, or do you think you also have thieves in administration?
I wouldn't call anybody I've appointed as thieves, but I would tell you for sure that now, if you have to steal, you must be very cautious. Excuse me, we have all been corrupt in this country. We have to make it.
All right, so Fambule, just so you see, this guy, in order only unblock the country, but it also defend the corrupt politicians. You see the danger? I begin this program, I tell you, say we are gradually losing our country. Mother be not the only obstruct justice. Mother be not the only do injustice, but also it defend criminal there, it celebrates. They use him, but like Mike Brewer. They use them for celebrate criminals. Don't it come publicly, they defend them. So even if they catch them live one or naked one, in this case, where God make a necessary convict in West, we clearly don't show say Paran is guilty. Madabio in law, na policy. It say anybody will employ, you know, no, you know they will leave. Looking West, just so you know, see, this is not the lady, This lady take billions and billions of leons of public money without working for it, and now is free. And our husband is back on the job as a clerk of parliament. What an insult. What a disgrace. How shameful. How ridiculous. How low. Paran Tagawali, you don't go shame now for God's sake, integrity. What could you say to others? How you go teach people? How you go talk as a member of parliament, a clerk of parliament? They don't catch you. Then they make white man kill themselves. This thing where Paran do so, white man they kill themselves if they don't catch them. White man they kill themselves for them here. He they kill himself, let alone for go sit on that same side the back. Now that make that day when Mohammed Bangu Akanaya, where be they try for defend Paran, I see the outrage. People they want bust the phone. People I know say so man, if not because of policy no more, you know, I understand. I be clearly understand where the travel can no we get open mind is that this is pure criminality. Not criminal. Paran wife not criminal. You know, you can imagine this man then they celebrate on today and not celebrate on no other day. Now the time where Mother Bio they talk in a parliament and they celebrate a criminal, a notorious criminal, where thief salon and where them thief billions of leons out of poor people. I tell you, say we are gradually losing our country. Now, the last thing where I go put, where we go connect, I not be like I said, this speech, I go just touch that side there, long I get that side there, because I know say plenty people are not interested for listening that speech there. And we put on our channel anyway. We put on, but people are not going to watch her. But not do yourself a favor. Law we get some few side, Malone and no say, I never understand the kind of language we have for you. Maybe not 2 minutes. The fresh lie them. The fresh lie done. So lie not again. These are the fresh lie them. All right. Now lie put for you. Lie done. The government not got nothing again. People are nothing all day. Listen this side, and then we camp out that thing.
Stone of our commitment to sustainable development and economic growth. Our recent achievement in securing external resources highlight this commitment. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, our prudent economic policies have restored donor and investor confidence, leading to substantial support from the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. In November 2023, we successfully concluded our previous IMF program, meeting all benchmarks and securing over 200 million United States dollars. And that is essential for delivering services and mitigating external shocks. Building on this success, the IMF has greenlighted negotiations for 2 new programs: the Extended Credit Facility and the Resilience and Sustainability Trust. These initiatives will provide approximately 500 million United States dollars to support economic stabilization and combat climate change, fostering a resilient economy. We have met the fiscal and monetary targets required to continue these negotiations, with final approval anticipated in October. So you have to keep praying. Furthermore, over the past 3 years, we completed 3 budget support operations with the World Bank, resulting in 265 million United States dollars in direct budget support. We are currently negotiating additional operations that will bring 65 million United States dollars in direct budgetary support for the 2024 fiscal year. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Honorable Speaker, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in June, I co-chaired an investment roundtable on renewable energy and food security for Sierra Leone in Vienna, Austria, in conjunction with the OPEC Fund for Development and the Arab Coordinating Group. We presented the Komon-Tok hybrid solar project and fifth salon industrial cluster for Tomahawk. I'm pleased to report that our partners responded positively, pledging 800 million United States dollars to support our aspirations for energy and food security by 2030. The pledges include
all right. So Fambul, like I said, let me put now how they tap this one. Now that side I want layer either 800 million, and that 100 million way IMF give. Now why would they count them to ya? Fambul, you know, these guys. When they use the language direct support, in the past 2 years, the IMF, the World Bank has given them more than 200 million direct support. You know, say, how much we get for pay? Fambul, if you don't know, you're the least in that last village. You picking, not so you get for pay, because we not go able to pay. You picking, perhaps in picking, 9 get for pay, dandy. Now low, na trust, and not ordinary trust, na trust with bomboroso. Trouble. Now them won't go take that money. So where that money they? What the development? Now, not just flash you something. Let you just get this. Let just put you maybe 1 second. No, if it go just be like 1 minute, just 1 minute. If that's possible for we follow we see, let people understand where we they talk about this. It's not something that is funny. It's not funny at all. Where then guy can go trust money. You know, 56 seconds. Let people understand until they call the IMF. They talk about direct support. The ordinary person, if you listen, if you like na give and give, if you like waiting na give and give, listen this one.
I want to talk briefly about the lending policies of the IMF. The IMF has come under some criticism recently for its lending policies, especially with regards to Pakistan and as well as Haiti. In the Pakistan case, the lending that was made after the floods that affected that country, Pakistan was in debt to the tune of 500 million and was given 450 million, which leaves it in debt. And in Haiti, the debt was forgiven, but it was then given a loan of 60 million. And some of that criticism was the fact that these countries remain in debt. Can't those debts be forgiven completely?
We're not in the charity business. We're a financial institution. And the money we're using is the money from other countries. You know, the IMF is a kind of a credit union where all the countries of the world are putting money to help those in troubles. But they want to be repaid.
All right. Hearing from IMF, not a charity. Like when Madabio puts on direct budget support, and like, you know, he puts us in a give and give. But you know, he say this not a charity, not a free money, and the interest rate, because we get bad credit rating, is very high. What do they mean by bad credit rating? Just like from this possibility for they pay me is very high. That making vaccine and then country there, your credit rating and they determine how much they lend you. The risk involved. If you don't get good credit rating and then country there, you're not able to get certain amount of loan. You will get maybe then basic, the normal. So we countries alone with credit rating is low because of the, we environment. But because of my government and the still lender and some of them, the IMF official, World Bank official as alone, they said that corrupt officials said, they said they get in courts. This na thing where a lot of people don't prove, but again, we don't have this platform, like evidence. With time permits, we will dig into that. We'll show us some of those guys that will sit down and so now IMF and as alone, they also involved in corruption, some of them. Anyway, so I don't see. Now, shamefully, Madabio get the bold mind for mention 800 million pledge. You know what's in a pledge? People are now, they clap for them back. Oh my good God. You know, the problem in the country, you know, for more than how this PR system, now in the parliament just go down to the lowest level. Because some of people want to get no business for the parliament, they know they want to understand English, you know it's not pledge. Pledge. 800 million, you go put them back. We all know say this not just a political statement, say we're probably not insignificant for translate. Argue about climate change for not so. When now all the countries of the world, now we all business. How much don't get them? We can't don't even get 1/3 of the money. It's what they look for. All right, forget about climate change. We come back again when they talk about pledge. What's in a pledge? We're not going to give 800 million for it. How then give you this money? For what? I tell you, say we get for couch one program, but with the show mineral. Perhaps some of those arrangements secretly, 9 translating to the money then do. But think, now we use the brain. Who now they go give you 800 million? Who's complaining? Who they go give you 800 million government? Say they support you now. Tell me, but for God's sake. Common sense. Now that make there with Komon-Tok. Whose side that's they happen? These are political statements some for missed. Well, they're not get nothing for talk. Nothing, no they. Now under back last year, them be sit down, but the Lunge Bridge, you know they call them clip and they get tired for count there. 1 billion, they don't finance and now they don't count. We say that I make, and I'm sure people who don't know what we know they blame them. Then it's painful, it's really painful. All right. Now, what's in there happen? Me people of Salon, I want to talk to we for 2 minutes before we come to the main line. Now, let's take 2 minutes break at quarter. I want to do short journalogy, even though time don't beat, we'll go take 5 minutes per our own time because it's very important to know I left again for tomorrow. But I'll just take 2 minutes break. Now we can do the balance, the international news, where I feel say some of now are highly interested for hearing. Now we take 2 minutes, we can't just now. The next part of the program is very important. Bangladesh, see what them people and Ureka.
If you want to subscribe to the TPP Lyon YouTube page on your phone, click and open the YouTube app. Now the search box, just type Komon-Tok and click enter. When the page display, look at the top middle and click the subscribe button. Subscribe. And not tap the click the bell close to the subscribe button and select all. As you don't subscribe, so anytime we go live, you go be among the first people them where they get notification. If you want to subscribe to the TPP Lyon YouTube page on your phone, click and open the YouTube app. Now the search box, just type Komon-Tok and click enter. When the page display, look at the top middle and click the subscribe button. Subscribe. And not tap the click the bell close to the subscribe button and select all. As you don't subscribe, so anytime we go live, you go be among the first people them where they get notification.
Right. So as one of the scene on our screen, so that Bangladesh now this is so. Now what's happening at Bangladesh? The government begets a policy, a 30% quota policy. What does this policy mean? The policy, when they fetched the independence from Pakistan in 1971, then we reserve all the job there in the country, 30% for the veterans, the people that we fetch their families in the key. But because of the high level of corruption, this they benefit mainly the ruling governments, them party supporters, just like go get them back, it's not the whole country. And also the high employment rates make the people then go out and then chase the leader out of office. Now, let me just take 2 minutes out of this. I want to connect with the issue that happened now the UK now as well. Listen.
It's been a very dramatic day for Bangladesh, and that's putting it mildly. Their Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has been ousted from power. The army has taken over the country. Protesters stormed the Prime Minister's official residence. They have taken over the capital, Dhaka. Hasina has had to flee her own country, a country that her father helped liberate from Pakistan, a country that she helped build. Earlier today, she landed in India, in the northeastern Indian state of Tripura. Sheikh Hasina came with her sister. Then a few hours back, they arrived at an airport near New Delhi. India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval has met Hasina there. You'd appreciate that this is an evolving situation, so there are new developments every minute. Hasina's plan is not clear at the moment. She's said to have applied for asylum in the UK. Until then, she might stay in India. Meanwhile, in Bangladesh, this is how the news of her exit was celebrated. What a turn of events. Not many would have seen this coming. Not very long ago, the same Sheikh Hasina was shuttling from New Delhi to Beijing, shaking hands and negotiating deals. The Bangladeshi Prime Minister appeared to be in complete control of her affairs, but all of it unraveled in the last few weeks. There was a student protest against job quotas. It morphed into a mass uprising and led to the collapse of her government. There's a lot to unpack here, and I think the best place to start with is today. Let's first tell you how the day unfolded.
All right, so like I say, I just borrow part of our time because actually we don't pass the 1 hour mark. Now, what's happening in Bangladesh, now something where Mother Bio and the government will learn from. You see, the lion, the tiger, or wild animals, it like you domesticate them. You put them in a bush, you put them, you take them, they are not pets. They are not pets. If you take them for granted, then you are doing it at your own peril. You are risking your own life or at your own expense. What are the time for talk? Mother Bio for 22 good years, sit down in a walk. One of the most dangerous decisions we don't ever take. Me and you waiting here or waiting at the West or any side safe, we know say no serious company no serious company in the world where they employ somebody without qualify, without get that certain job requires certain level of experience, certain job, but the gravity of the job. Their side, there are certain job then require you 5 years, they require you 15 years, 10 years. It depends on the rule because they don't want to let you mess up. They don't want to let you mess up at all. We risk scam as salon people. We allow this man for 22 good years, work, but that's fine. You don't happen now. Anything, it could have, written a very beautiful story or we will ill. Gets the capacity, gets the mental ability, even know how to manage. The only experience of this man began at 3 months where we serve as head of state, where we can, after 22 good years, get no successful business. It's a risk we serve a bad favor. But at the comeback, the pets, when I talk about lion, tiger, these are not pets. If you keep them like us, you take them for granted, you go regret her. What's a Mother Bio they do so today, where they take the people of Salon for granted, go get for regret and just like where the lion go just grab by you one day, if you take them for granted, eat you or eat anybody where they near you. Parent Tarawali native man, you put her in front of people that they celebrate, they laugh, they provoke we. The fear longer up, they provoke Salon people. But when the people then go grab, when that wildness go come, you see what in? You see the example? This now outside. Now outside you see so. I'll sure say you watch this news. This is Bangladesh. Bangladesh. Now Bangladesh, now you see so. Anyway, I think we don't stop that side. Now we move on to another side. Now, the last side where I go put, now we just remind ourselves, and this is very serious. When things have become difficult in any country, the ultimate answer now uprising. Why some of we, if we check we no one we go into then kind thing in day because people of Salvador suffer too much. But not push the people at the wall. Not push the people at the wall. Don't push them. Because that's not get born. Rest when they put tax every day when they put for when I put that 5%, 30 day when I know reduce it. Where people may say, when I put the 5%, let it go down. I say no, when they use that money there for support farmers there. Then they ask the Minister of Finance where that money they he say no. First, the Minister of Information say they go make it transparent, everybody go know. The Minister of Information, where they ask on the radio 98.1, we don't get that clip, they will go count, but I'm sure plenty people know they watch and I go agree. They say no, they don't know it's almost will get. All right. The rest they go up. Feel they go up. What ain't go end? The people ain't go. God forbid. But if we don't get for rule out because Kadir says don't talk and say they go into war. When we salon Akstafula, we go into war. What's how we they go? See what did happen at the UK. The UK they burn literally some part of the cities in Naya. Let's show you what's in the happy right now UK USA we sit on the talk so let's share this let us see.
They are scenes that are now happening daily in towns and cities across the country. In Bristol, there were clashes as police tried to keep apart a group of far-right protesters and a much larger anti-fascist counter-protest. It felt unpredictable, confrontational and tense, as in so many places in the last few days, the police right in the middle of the disorder. In Hull city centre, another standoff between a large group of protesters and police. Some were filmed taking a piece of scaffolding, apparently to use as a missile, and what's become the soundtrack for many taking part in these protests.
We want it now! We want our country back now!
This is what residents saw after tyres and bins were set alight. By the evening, there was just the sound of the alarms in shops that had been broken into, the street littered with the debris of a rampage through the city. In Liverpool too, officers came under attack from a far-right mob. Here, as elsewhere, a number of officers were injured. Police in running battles with some of those in the city's streets. And this just a few miles from Southport, where the attack on children at a dance class seemingly lit the fuse. As a mob came marauding down this street about an hour ago, shops were forced to close. This area was locked down. It's a measure of the impact these incidents are having on towns and cities, and of course, most of all, on the police trying to deal with them. And the big question, of course, is how long will this go on for? Similar scenes in Nottingham, bottles thrown as fighting broke out. And in Blackpool, where more fighting erupted in the crowd, their loyalties very clear.
Any person organising or taking part in the procession is committing an offence.
In Belfast too, a hotel housing migrants was the target, leading to clashes with police. More than 24 protests have taken place across the country. Last night it was Sunderland that saw the worst of the violence, its streets bearing the scars today. Northumbria police released these images of officers at a house where they believed some of those involved in the disorder were. 2 people were arrested. There are warnings to those responsible. They will face action.
Well, the police need to lead operations in communities across the country where there has been both violent disorder and thuggery on the streets, which is completely unacceptable, completely damaging, and where the police need to know they have our full support, taking the strongest possible action, making sure that these criminals face the full force of the law.
In Manchester today, a supermarket was ransacked by a mob as they ran from police. But the city also saw one of the many counter-protests today. Anti-fascists marching.
All right, let's bring you to speed. Quick one. Now, what's happened? Southport, one Bobo, 17 years old, stabbed, killed. But this Bobo, now he had them born and a UK citizen. But because he gets some kind of I think he gets some kind of African descent. So that one they don't promote ignite, where they look at us now immigrants then now immigrant Pekin. In other words, like in people and just come, but not just tap they relate her into Islamophobic thoughts for say Bambai and for saying now Somalia of descent, not Kitcha fine of Somalia descent, and they also look at and say a Muslim. But what does this mean? If you listen to the woman, they want them country back, then tie up with refugees then. More and more people in the common area from different parts of the world, where were they, other places, maybe natural disaster, they can UK. People then take the law into their hand when they not get rights for do so. You see, starting from Bristol now, Southport, you go now Belfast, Northern Ireland, the country literally they in serious chaos. What does this mean? Hotel, you say the appetite for accept. You see, even the hotel who said them lodge immigrants there, then go there, then bond it, then chase people there. Most of the hotel there, who say they know say they able to go there and bond it, you know, because like it don't hurt people there. Some of them it don't reach to the point that them they watch for the slightest opportunity. Now just happens. So when this 17 years old, according to police source, then say he stabbed, killed 3 picking them, where then don't can go to court. So the far right that the people and where they don't want foreigner, they don't want Muslim, they don't want they hate you because of his skin. Like if you're not black, they don't like you. If you're a Muslim or they don't, and get certain people who don't like. These are the far rights there. They hijack this particular thing, yeah. Even though police investigate, say this has nothing to do with Muslim, they say no. We believe, say, they can connect Muslim, Islam with terrorism and stuff. But these are just an excuse where the country right now, some parts of the country, it is on fire. The takeaway here is, if we not manage the economy well, we not do the right thing, we not be serious, we take the people of Solon for granted. If asked if like what kind of country, we not get side for go. We not get side for go. Because on that side, there will be the hard up. If you walk on, then take we. But the appetite now you for take refugee there. It don't go. Even Ukraine first, when are Ukrainian? When the war, I remember when the war starts. When the war just starts, you one on wall, everybody want to take Ukrainian refugees there. Everybody, a country open, a visa free. You they just choose whose country you want to go. If in America, I want to go 100%. Australia, I mean, you have a choice, But now, even the Ukrainian refugees and they struggle seriously. I'm telling you. What we just left, we had certain people where they asked me, just for Camry Donamo, put in a 5-star hotel. Yeah, I'm telling you, they eat 3 times a day, take care of you, and where by week they give you money. If you haven't become lazy, just be some of laziness not in our nature. Then they give money every week. So they encourage you. You get the psychosocial support. You get the counselors, the way they come, they ask you, they give options. Okay, don't kind who's country go and go, will they help you? All kind, just they teach you in that kind humane way, respect. But now you don't change. Ukrainian refugees and they struggle. Then that's why they tell you about struggle. They struggle. Some of them prefer, then they say they return back. That the land will later can they want to go back to the country and say that may go down to the country. So if Ukrainian refugees and survive like Europe now, as long as refugees and go survive, we're not going to think twice. Anyway, now I will go tap that side. We're so sorry today. We use on our time so much, but I hope I will understand that. We can open the mic. Let me give you, let's say, talk to me. Just a moment. Let me put up the mic now. What about if we just take 1 minute again? The hand will not subscribe. We'll let no miss this program. Give me show that for do. Though we try to put the mic up on a bear with this the phone. All right. Okay. Let's put the number here. Just anyway, if I'm with a new number, this just so I know, this is a new number will be get because the old number will be done lost. So a new number now we get. All right. Okay. I just check now, and I'm sure see. All right, the new number now you see so now your screen we na +44 793 513 0044. That's not the number where you go get we on. That's not the number. Now we put for you. Just a moment. We on try for put for we self. Yeah. All right, all good now, all set. I'm sure say it's set now. All right, now we come on the text side reinforce while to do it for calls. And this one they come off from been to Calais. You say Ukraine self not be they allow black people in a train station where the fight begin. Now Ukraine pass away them blast them on social media and then change. I be they right there at the train station. I see that with my naked eyes, of course, yeah. Then they say women and children that they never enter, just like always are the priority. But the women and children, it's only for the color of the white skin. We own sister they when a black when a woman they now they allow them again for that skin. I'm taking, can you imagine? Anyway, certain things. So we'll not go back into their memories and they're very painful for some of you for talker. Anyway, Lord just left that side. Very painful. This one they come up from 2 Filipino nurses were attacked as a result of this. They were asked to go back to their country of origin. This is getting tough. You see, that I make if I not say youth then at the country and they rise up. They rise up. This one they come up from Mami Wata, where they say what a very bad precedent from UK harassing Black Africans are also using their social services to take Black African babies forcefully into care without no reason. Right now, I think we get echo now. All right, so this one, now we look at echo, this thing, the echo. All right, this one, the echo. And now we go up. And this one, they come up from Salon. Jamila Kanu says, Salon people must pick one word. Bio is author for Salon word. For the Sanko is just the face. And this one, all right, I think I don't read this, but nevertheless, we will still, okay. Mami Wata, they say, you cannot really easy, especially African right now. And this one, they come up from JB. It says, Salon still day per electoral justice. What a shame. And this one, Zanab say all over the world, they infect corruption. And this one, Marco D, they say, we demanded, they say, we demanded don't disappoint Mama Salo. Una make we hand the country over to Mama Cole. This one, Khadija too. National A Salon. And this one, it look like say Unity Party, don't they get fancy? And Marie Leno, they said this is why we need Unity Party for a better Sierra Leone. And this one, they say, that is Mark 5th. He said, thank Mr. Komon-Tok for stopper. And this one, Bine Suma said, Komon-Tok, please pull this nightmare of Salon from screen. People are not going to watch and say, if you will put on broadcaster. Well, I can understand. I completely understand. If you don't get hurt, you need a watcher because there's nothing new. Is it the same talk no more? There's nothing new, you know. This one they come up from Martin Conte. It says Mr. Komon-Tok, Parantarawali and wife are all thieves, hence the name SLPP Alibaba and the gang of thieves. Of course, you're not gonna know that name where you go name, that's it, you know. Where you go take, where you go, I mean, that's not a simple name. We don't need for sugar quota, not thief and thief. And this one from Gladys Kanu, they say Sierra Leone is like this comedy show every day. These jokers calling themselves politicians continue to make a mockery of the most highest office in the land. This one, they come up from Zanab C, say, awakening salon, I washed my hands off them this morning when Bill was busy lying to the whole country. And this one, they come up from Awakening Salon. It says, so if they want to see the good of Salon, let them start the protest by staying away from governance. And this one, they come up from Dr. Abdullah Bundu Conte, where they say, the people must get rid of Madabio and this crazy educated fools out of government all means and methods are good, just as in the streets laws, bandits laws. All right. Yeah, Teresa, thank you for joining us. Thank you. All right. All right. So, family, Lowy connect. Slowly try for connect to the line bar. Let's see. Lowy try for connect to the line. I don't know. Yes. Let's see if this line no they give you problem actually. Yes, you get me. All right. Go ahead. You get the platform. All right. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, Jibril, I get the platform, bar. Go ahead. What's in? All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. All right. Let's take this one back. Okay. Yeah, Kelvin Sase, thank you very much for joining us. As always, thanks. Yeah, Kelvin, thanks. And this one they come up from Almami Bangura. It said, let's be brainstorming a system of democracy to fit in our African context. I would suggest what I call a rotational presidential democracy between a constitutionally agreed number of political parties. Yeah, somebody asked a very good the sound. Somebody is saying that when I hear the color and sound. Somebody, the Abdul Kabat Toure, they say Hi, Mr. Komon-Tok. How these guys are sleeping with their conscience, knowing that their decisions are rip off from the country economies, putting millions in abject poverty whilst they flourish. Sir, Mr. Sef, unable no, out in the sleep. Unable no. Yeah, somebody they say with sound, but other person they say no problem with the sound. Albert, maybe something like system where they use look like say everything seems to be fine from our side. I don't know what thing they do the line. Okay, it just seems the line quiet tonight. The line quiet tonight, and so it look like. All right, okay. But we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Let's try back. Let's see if it is so they get. Yes, me what outside the call from. All right. Of course, of course. You get 2 minutes, me brother. Go ahead, please. All right. Okay, my brother. Thank you very much. You will, if you want me to on that, that's fine. Okay. But we understand them very well. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes. Call outside the call from. All right. You get the platform. Go ahead. Walaikum salam. Yes, sir. You did live, sir. You get 2 minutes. Wait, so somebody say, bear with me, caller. They say, you know, they get you. Fan will they get the caller. When I they get the caller, I'm going to talk about me brother. No, they say they know they get you. I don't know. But enough for this so because I connect you the same way. All right. So okay, I'll put you.
Because you talked to somebody earlier, Dagana and New Jersey, but it's not clear.
It's not clear?
The body they don't. I don't know if you'll be able to talk to them finish.
All right. Well, go ahead. Let's hear this method, man. Go ahead.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. 2 minutes.
Yeah, Salon people, they tell you that Komon-Tok, they do thorough research. You know, very good research. When they talk about this, only got them. This mother building take each and every fabric of Salon economy. Anything Salon for survival, what the people of Salon for survive, or take care of Salon people, like they destroy you, like they take away, like the Marcos of the Philippines, like they do so. Those days are gone. I find that being come back soon. Those only got what they talk about. This only got what matter going to be for mandatory financial, mineral resources. And the primary function of Bank of Sierra Leone That's the primary function of the Bank of Sierra Leone. With natural resources and for back with Leone at the international market will make Leone stronger against other currencies like the dollar and the pound sterling. That's what it is. It's the work of the central bank. We don't need to offer somebody who can run the economy. The chief economist, the chief economic advisor is the central bank governor.
Yeah.
That's why they can kill Bangura. I said Bangura. Because it takes Shekina for OAU.
Yeah, yeah.
So she could go out for eliminator. And the same thing, the central bank governor is the chief advisor, economic advisor of Sierra Leone. The mineral resources is managed by the Bank of Sierra Leone, what will use for investment, the foreign banks, what will strengthen loans against other foreign currencies. If the treasury of United States, everybody's, they will put a big microscope on over it. Because America, they are against this money laundering issue, especially coming from the oligarch from Russia.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a big problem. Some of us are sitting, sleeping, smiling. This is a big problem. Madam Bezos will put you at the fire every minute. Let's see for this exposure. Please make more research, enlighten Sierra Leoneans. Anybody got idea, anybody got any more research, not go into this. Madam Bezos will protect entire the fabric of Sierra Leone, nothing for Sierra Leone. That's why they closed IBTI, International Bank of Trade and Investment. IBTI, which was owned by Jamil Said, because of money laundering. That's why it was closed. The American investigator, he was found guilty. That's why they closed IBTI, owned by Nasalon Opener, Nasalon Bank, Jamil Said Nasalon. And this is something that is going on. And this is worse. It's the government that is doing the president of, not the president, in fact. It's somebody that is highly, what they call like contrary one. Like America, this Russia in particular, and money laundering in most unfortunate. It's a problem for the people of Sierra Leone.
Yeah, yeah.
The Bank of Sierra Leone is the primary function of investing our currency and our natural resources to make sure our currency is strong in the international market, to make our country strong, so we'll be able to get it. Even
all right. Thank you very much, my brother. Now we had another voice. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, thank you very much. All right. Now we had another voice.
Hello.
Yes, my brother. Outside they call from.
Yeah, they call from Komon-Tok family, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yes.
Thank you for all the analysis them we don't make. Salon people they need for wise up. We see them lame countries them. People they rise up for their own future benefits, for their own rights. And you see, the country they try for say, Madam Bio, it never ever change, it never evolve. Look like the work minister. They need the shame that they talk say, would they kill her like a fall and all that in a day. Minister of Information, the chief minister, they're all not tied and on time for destroy the country, for weaken the people in the country. But inshallah, like some months then they will say 10 months then they ask God. 1 month they will God the answer. So that's why you God get for somebody, take to the beginning. Take to the beginning, inshallah. Madam, you're not dictator. So, salon people, let them grab, let them team up. No other thing, no day. Because when the world takes say that they protect for the Motima for the opposition, look, the worstest thing was Samura people they hope for the way it turned out to be. You know, the people that when they not get brain, then they still support her, then they talk. Look at that woman in England, how they call it, Lionel of the West. You know, he not get shame. He they talk for Samura, majority of people and then the language that they die in the country. Look, about 318 prisoners them. How much the chief minister said that in custody? They said 15. What about the 303? They don't kill them all. Madam, you go kill Soriba. He said, I go finish her. Just imagine how wicked a leader is. You know, people and they still support and they talk this, that for their own selfish interest. But inshallah, summa inshallah. Allah, that was what people and they take say, will not go die. Will not come up or go die. Now, if they not come up or go die, now angry, now go kill them. And suffering, now go kill them. So it's better you fight for your rights now than then kind circumstances that they then count the way. You say, hey, we will also know better. Why not we don't stand for this before? All this, you know, they analyze for me, but people and brain they are coconutted.
They need to think. They need to think broadly over the picture. But inshallah, sometimes God will teach on the brain.
All right.
I thank you so much. Let God bless this program. And we are the people, let them subscribe, let them do viral, let them share. That people other than the villages, let them know about this thing. But then even the south and east, then they suffer. But then they make ignorant. If they don't team up now, then they go see what will be the outcome. And thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. Lord, we had another voice. We missed this one. All right. Okay. Love is all right. Okay. Not this one. All right. Okay. All right. So Fambula, we will just take because we don't go above the normal time. We so apologize for that. Maybe if 2 more calls we'll take, we'll spare 2 more minutes, please. And we will have a come tomorrow as early as possible. This one come up from Al-Hassan Charlo. They say Mr. Charles Taylor will be in a better position to answer this question. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Yeah. Was a very powerful man, a warlord. Thank you. Anyway. So Fumble, all right. So again, at the take, go down the last one. This one, Abubakar Toure. If Sierra Leoneans thinking that things will be better under Bio and his cohort, it means that Sierra Leoneans are fooling themselves. All right, let's take the last call for tonight. This will be the last call for tonight. I hope say this now will give you a problem at all. Yes, call outside the call from. God bless you too. Bear with me. I don't know. No, you didn't get me. I just want to ask if Fambule if they get me. Fambule, when they get this, we border, now the line. No, we just know because everything seems to be fine now. But people in, I don't know if you know we on side. I know they just talk to me. Okay, all right. Okay, we sort them out tomorrow. I'll put you the other way. We'll let they get the guy. All right. Go ahead, please. We'll put you this way. Yeah, who's they call from?
I call from Komon-Tok family. God bless you for the good work you do.
God bless you too.
You see this world, God get patience, me man. When you watch the program, what they see waiting and guide they do, me man, then guide they are pure wickedness. So the saloon people them. Them guys they are no me not good for that country, them brother. All waiting and they for enrich themselves and their family them. But they want they are by God in power. If the saloon people they not stand, they don't want to promote Makawa, brother. They want me to like one participate in them papa them property. The saloon people they get progress.
Oh, no, they get you. Okay, all right. Okay, go ahead.
God bless you. Okay, later.
Thank you very much. God bless you too. All right. Okay. So Fabula, we've come to the end of the road. Okay, let's manage this one. This will be probably the last caller for tonight, and then we'll wrap up the program. All right. So Fambula, we've come to the end of the program. Tell me plenty thank you. Tell me plenty thank you. Until then, we'll see you back tomorrow. My name is Mr. Komon-Tok. Bye-bye.
If you want to subscribe to the TPP Lyon YouTube page on your phone, click and open the YouTube app. Now the search box, just type Komon-Tok and click enter. When the page displayed, look at the top middle and click the subscribe button. Subscribe. And not tap the click the bell close to the subscribe button and select all. As you don't subscribe, so anytime we go live, you go be among the first people them where they get notification.
For safe we country, cause we still with the brain line go down the country. Before they make me land, they pull it up, people them are angry and one be, yeah. And just busy for the soul bad seed for the fight me. Oh no, it's not a tribal thing, this not bad politics for divide and win. People they suffer, see they no be seen. Just they pack with money left up on the tribal scene. Wise up, join the I4 sing. Yeah. Tell me if the price na markets, they go down where you show you last name. And the same stuff I no explain. Oh, if you not keep to all, you not promise them that manifest. You not need for the do them see how they manifest. Follow for trouble, you see them down space. Or them put you in a tight place. Or you left a far place. Exile from your own place. Hey, hey. You get different views in a down space. Or them put you in a tight place. Or you left a far place. Exile from your own place, yeah. You know we dey far away from yeah, tell we might dey go. Even though I holla you know no place like home. No place like home. The only place we gon' call we home. We not gon' leave them alone. I put this time